Hello. It's been just over a minute. I'm actually I'm tired. I'm so tired lately. Um, I don't know if I have already talked about this in my YouTube videos. I don't remember. But anyway, I just want to talk a little about purpose and passion. I actually think I might have, yeah. Anyway, so things that keep you going, things that you love doing, things that just, float your boat, man. I think last time when I was talking about it, if I was talking about it on YouTube, please let me know if I didn't talk about it. The last time I was talking about it, I was just talking about how sometimes our passion can be so exhausting. The things that we love can be exhausting. For me, that is teaching. I remember when I went into the classroom for the first time, I knew that I belonged. Guys, you don't understand. Like, I stepped into a class and I was like, this is it. This is where I belong. This is home. This is my space. I knew that I loved it. I knew that this was where I was meant to be. But obviously, like any new relationship, I wasn't aware of the nonsense that teaching was about to drag me through. It's one of the most micromanaged jobs you can ever go into. The admin insane. Everybody thinks they know your job better than you. Everybody, and by everybody I mean literally everyone who is not teaching, will tell you how to do your job and why you shouldn't do this, you should do that. But anyway, that's not the point. The point that I'm trying to make is sometimes our passions can be exhausting. Sometimes our passions can get the better of us. But it's always just so important to find that thing that keeps you going. And if you run out of that juice that keeps you going within the boundaries of your passion, obviously, you need to get creative. You need to start coming up with other things, reinvent the juice, keep it going, keep it flowing like the water. So yeah, you gotta keep yourself going. That way you don't kill your passion, and that way you don't let your passion kill you, because it's very easy to get so swallowed into your work that one day you are frustrated, you're miserable because of something that you once loved. You know what I mean? So for me, every once in a while I come up with different things, sometimes I'll switch lessons up. I don't always teach lessons the same way. For example, I'm currently teaching English right now. One moment it's very like we doing things, it's like by the book, and the one day I'm just like, let's chill, let's talk, let me hear from you. You know what I mean? And the next I'm like, how about we act it out a little? How about we act? How about we pull some drama nyana? But beyond the teaching itself, those of you that are teachers or no teachers, but I think also for everybody who has been through school, you know that after school things need to be done. So extracurriculars, sports, cultural stuff like that. So I just currently started a writing club, right? On Tuesdays I see grade 4s and 5s. The main aim of the writing club actually was to help out kids that struggle with their writing and particularly their language, because that is my area of interest. I don't like to see children struggle, and if I can do something to assist, that's what I'm gonna do, man. But I see the grade 6s and 7s on a Thursday. But now the goal, or the goal post of the writing club has changed, and it wasn't something that I wanted to do initially, because like I said, I wanted to just help. So now on Thursdays, we started last week. I sit with the grade 7s. What I was supposed to be doing actually was sit with them and help them with writing and stuff. That's what I thought I was gonna do. And to my shock, all I'm doing is literally hearing from them. Like literally last week when we started, I just took them a bit, like I took them through the ins and outs of writing, being concise, using precision, avoiding sentences that go on forever, avoiding monotony, the basics of writing, and also just finding your niche as a writer. Mind you, I'm not a professional writer or anything. I just happen to enjoy writing. I do quite a lot of personal writing. I do a lot of personal reflections. Right, so last week I took the grade 7s through this, the basics of writing, and I asked them to go write a piece, anything that they want to write about, because I know that different people have different reasons why they write. I write when I'm emotional. I write to escape. Whenever I feel like I shouldn't be here, whenever I feel like I'm overwhelmed, I'm feeling a little sad, then I write. So that's my release for me. For some people, they could just write because they're inspired by something. So I just say to the kids, go for it. Whatever triggers you to write, whatever pushes you to write, go for it. It can be formal, it can be informal, it can be a letter, it can be just absolutely everything, because I don't want to restrict them. I'm not a fan of restricting them. And today we were reading towards each other. Today, Thursday, we were reading to each other. Did I just say towards? Guys, so cool. Reading towards what? Wow. A whole entire English teacher, by the way, you guys. Whoa. So today we read to each other. So the kids read their own stories and we're like helping each other edit. And the one thing that stood out for me was I spent so much time listening. Not all I did, like a lot of what I did today during that session was just listen. And my word, children are talented. Sure, just hearing their stories, hearing them write about themselves, where the journey started, where they're going and where they think it's going, and also just hearing the stories that they wrote about other people. Guys, it's incredible. I'm in awe of just the ability that they're showing at such an early stage, and it's my hope that I can just encourage them to keep going, because it's a group of great humans. That means that from next year I'm not going to see them. Not poor humans. Poor me, because I'm not going to see them, not poor them, because I know they're going to be enjoying themselves, living their best lives out there in high school. But yeah, I just really, really hope that they continue with this. But yeah, it stood out to me because, like I said, I was just listening. I was listening to how powerful the people's stories were, how powerful their own stories were. And you think you know a child until they tell you about themselves. You think you know who a child lives with until they tell you. It's just so amazing. And this is why I'm so focused on sharing our stories, because talking about them releases something. One of my kids actually wrote something very personal about herself, and she came to me today before the session started and she said to me, "Ma'am, must we read our stories out to everyone?" And I said to her, "If you're not comfortable, no. I don't want you to do something that you're uncomfortable with." And she said, "Okay." So she gave me her story to read, but she didn't want to share it with everyone else. And then when everybody was sharing, because she didn't share her story, when everybody was sharing during the session, she was just listening along with me and the other kids. And at the end of the session, because I said to them during the session as well, I needed to be a safe space for them. I don't want my kids to ever feel like what they share in our writing space is going to go out there. People are going to pretend to be journalists about their lives. So I made them that promise. And at the end of the writing session, after she heard everybody else's stories, she was like, "After I heard what everybody said today, I'm ready to share mine." And I was like, that's it. That's the things. Okay? That's what I want for all of us. I hope that we can share our stories, you guys. There's so much beauty in your story, whether you realize it or not. And if you're not realizing it yet, I hope that one day you do. There's so much power to your story. Share your story. Let people know that they're not alone. Let people know that they are safe. Let people know that they're still loved regardless of their mistakes. Do that by sharing your story. Your story is so very important. I cannot stress this enough. Talking about stories. So the other day, I was chatting to my friend. We were talking about work and stuff. So she's currently in between, like looking for jobs. Well, she's not in between. She's actually just really looking for jobs. You know, the climate right now in South Africa is horrendous. People are looking for jobs, dololo jobs, and it's horrible because we have families to take care of. Those of you that have no children of your own, but you have a whole entire family to take care of, you know what I'm talking about. And my friend is very similar to me in that regard. She's similar to me that she needs to take care of her family. You know, she has a family that needs food, family that needs to go to school, that needs to live under a roof, a safe one, that needs clothing. So she's looking for jobs, and nothing is coming up currently. So we were just talking the other day, and I said to her, sometimes you just need to put pride aside a little. Ask people if they need help with like domestic stuff, like somebody who needs their laundry done, ironing done, stuff like that. And as I was saying this, I was like, oh my word, this was exactly me a couple of years ago. So in 2013, just after I lost Ali, this is the part that I forgot to say in the other video right at the beginning when I started this. In 2013, just after I lost Ali, it was around November, December-ish. Because I first started working at this job where I was doing telesales and stuff, and then that didn't work out, and then I worked for like another 2 weeks at a place that was like delivering food and stuff for people. That also didn't work out. Also because I had so much attitude as a child. Guys, you would swear I didn't need the money, the way I was just sassing everybody. Ooh, girl. If that is you, stop it. So yeah, eventually then I asked my mom, I was like, look, I need to make money. The gigs that I had didn't pan out. I didn't like where I was. We didn't have good relations there, so I just need help. Because my mom is a domestic worker, so I was like, just help me look. I don't care about the fact that I'm busy with a degree. Right now, I don't have a degree, and I need this. I need money. I need to help you take care of the kids. So mom helped me, and I found this lady who needed help temporarily. So yeah, I was at work Monday to Friday, cleaning the house, washing dishes, doing laundry, ironing it, the works, everything. I was at work at like 8, knocking out at like 4 or 5 o'clock. So it was hectic. So when I was saying to my friend, yeah, I look for gigs, I just remember when I was in that exact position where I needed money desperately because my family needed to live, and I had to put my pride aside just a little bit so that I could do what I needed to be done in that moment. So yeah, that's the bit that I don't think I have shared, and I think it'll be useful for somebody to hear it now, that sometimes you have to put pride aside. Well, not sometimes, you always have to put pride aside. There's so many moments. The other day I was saying to my fiance, actually, because engagement. Anyway, I didn't want banga ring because I'm acting fresh now. Anyway, so the other day I was saying to my fiance, I'm constantly in conflict with my spirit man. Those of you that are Christian, you know about the spirit man. You know that inner voice that wants to correct you, that wants you to do right no matter what. So I was saying to my fiance, I'm constantly in conflict with this one because she stays making me do things, and sometimes I'm not in the mood for that. So for example, if I'm in conflict with somebody, like I always know if I am to blame for something and if I'm not. And when I'm to blame for something, I take accountability. But if I'm not, then I become sassy, just attitude galore, girl. Listen, attitude nonstop. And I will sass you out properly, like proper sass. I won't even like be cute about it, like proper attitude and sass. So I was saying to my fiance, every time I feel like that, then my inner voice will always be like, I know that you didn't start this. I know that you're not the one that's wrong, but you have to make the first move, apologize. And I'm just like, no. Obviously, like, this is all happening in my mind because crazy person. I'm just like, nah, I'm not doing it. No. And I get bothered so much. Like, I'll get bothered until I either send that person a text or I go see that person and be like, listen, I'm sorry for 123. I'm sorry for everything that has happened. Sometimes I know that I'm not in the wrong, but my spirit man was just like, girl, just apologize. And this happened this week. I was in conflict with a friend. And me, being me, my earthly self, I'm like, girl, you know I was right. You know what I mean? And my spirit man was like, yeah, but that's not the point. The point is that you guys are not okay right now. The point is somebody's upset. Somebody's not okay. So why don't you be big and talk to her, find out how she's doing, okay? Apologize for your part in it, even though you didn't start it. Apologize for your part in it. And that's what I did against my own will, because yeah, my spirit man, that pure, she pushes, guys, so hard. So I apologized, and when she responded, like, I obviously won't say the details of her response, but at the end she mentioned how she was grateful that I texted her, and I was like, all right, spirit man, I see you. Like, that's great. So anyway, yeah, that's what happens. My spirit man stays pushing for me to do things right. Sometimes I ain't in the mood for it because I just the spirit man is like, hold up. But yeah, I really hope that you guys enjoyed this. I hope that you have some comments, you have suggestions, anything, you guys, anything that you feel that I must do differently, I must add, you know, stuff that you feel I must take out or stuff I must keep. Engagement, let me know. Comment below. Subscribe somewhere. I'm not sure where you're subscribing. I think you're subscribing here somewhere. But otherwise, you comment comment if you have an opinion. So yeah, comment, subscribe, like, share, let people know, share your story. Remember that you matter, that you're important, that you're loved, that you are cared for, that you are something to someone, even if you do not feel like it or you do not think of it. You matter. I'll see you guys when I am inspired again. By the way, look at my confidence. Your gal is just there making a video by the dishes because dishes are clean. Yes. This me, your gal. I'm your gal. Bye. Like, share, subscribe. Love y'all.